Hello, Clint here, Crimson Landscape, here to talk about your landscape design. All right, so what we were able to do is come up with two designs for you. So we did some training today, and part of the training, we came up with two distinctive designs. So I wouldn't go with both designs, I would go with one or the other, meaning the left side is one distinctive design and the right side is one distinctive design. Because your house is symmetrical, I would pick whichever one you like the best and mirror it on the other side. The cost will be around the same depending on what size plants and trees you pick. The left side will be a hair cheaper, but not much. All right, so I'm gonna start on the left, and I use boulders as the border. These are boulders. It's not the best looking in the software, but then boulders helps level the bed out, elevate the section. Then I turn to a steel edge, back to a boulder, steel edge, back to boulder to change the look. It's kind of a native Texas look that'll also kind of lean towards more of a Japanese border because in Japanese designs they incorporate a lot of boulders. It's a really good look. We could certainly take all that out and go back with your natural stone, but if we do take your natural stone out and have to clean your natural stone, they have to reset your natural stone. You're going to be paying labor to clean all the mortar off the old natural stone. Plus, your neighbor has kind of a square block on both sides, so I was trying to change it up a little bit so you don't look quite the same as your neighbors. From a plant perspective, on the corner here, I have something called a slender silhouette sweet gum. It comes in either 15 or 30 gallon. It's a deciduous tree that drops its leaves in the winter. Absolutely beautiful tree. Looks beautiful in winter. It gets really tall. It'll get 30 feet tall in a matter of about 10 years. It's a gorgeous tree. If you don't like the sweet gum, there's a couple other options we can go with, like a little gem magnolia, crepe myrtle, vitex, or even a Japanese maple. In the back, I have a giant laripe. These are daylilies in front. In the back, I have a standard green shrub. This is going to be a dwarf Yopon holly. This is going to be the 7 gallon version because I want a little bit bigger version. In the front here, we have Abelia rose creeks, Salvia gregis, which is going to be a perennial behind the boulder. This is going to be a bilateral African daisy. In the back is going to be lamb's ear. I just needed a filler plant in the back, so I got lamb's ear. This is going to be a emerald snow allure petalum. Just a green shrub, white flower. It's a good standalone plant. Then this is going to be probably a candy corn spirea or a double play spirea. It just depends on which one they have in stock when we go to order the plants. Seasonal flowers in the corner here, or something more perennial. Then I added a giant laripe in the back. So essentially, this space here is kind of a sandbox for you. So if, let's say, something dies, a perennial dies, you want to try a different plant yourself, this is kind of an area where you can plant onesie twosie plants yourself without messing up the rest of the landscape bed, because everything in the landscape bed is pretty low maintenance. This is also an area where you'll be able to get your prettier plants in there if there's something pretty you want to add yourself down the road. Okay, moving to the right side. Okay, so on the right side, I'm going to start the right to left. Similar layout, boulders and everything's the same, except underneath the tree I did variegated laripe. To two-tone it in the front, I did an everlow sedge, so the grasses are a two-tone, so you have the beautiful pop of the everlow sedge. It's a lime green, bright color in front, and the deeper green of the variegated laripe in the back that has a purple flower. Coral bark Japanese maple, by far my favorite Japanese maple. It's one of the bigger Japanese maples, a green leaf. And in the winter, the bark, when it drops its leaves, will turn kind of a reddish coral color. Coral is Coral, like coral. Um, Sorry, my Texas twang gets in the way sometimes. Daylilies here behind the boulders. Over here, these are limelight hydrangeas. The advantage to the limelight hydrangeas: big, beautiful, giant flower, pretty. They take some sun. They do well in the part sun. The drawback to them is they get kind of big. In the winter, they when they die back, they'll just be sticks. So they're not pretty in winter, but in the spring and summer, they're absolutely gorgeous. I have some in my office, and I have some in my house. In the front here, this is a form of a Indian hawthorn. It's a couple flavors. We'll just see what flavor of the Indian hawthorn they have in stock. We'll pick which one best to suit your application. Probably like a Clara or a Pinky. It just depends on what's in stock. Here, I repeated the daylily, or we could go with daisies depending on how much sun this space gets. Based on my best guess, this is part sun, so I did daylilies. Then I repeated everything else. Only addition in the back here, instead of an iris, I didn't do an iris because you have an iris over here. I didn't do an iris on this side because of the hydrangeas. I did asters instead, and asters are green in the spring, green in the summer, and they bloom a beautiful purple flower in the fall for a couple weeks. It's a gorgeous plant. That's why I didn't do the iris. So again, I would pick sides. So the right side would be a design that would repeat to the left side, or the left side would be a design that would repeat to the right side. Around the trees, I just did simple tree rings around the trees. It's just boulders to match. You basically just have to pick which boulders make sense for you. And the last thing I'm going to do here is change it to the lights. So lights, as many lights as you want. We can add lights on the front of the house here, lights on the trees, and lights on these trees in front if you want. It's up to you. But you get the idea. Lights are our biggest seller. If you want an extra light here, let's say you want to take this light here and move it over here and delete this light. So it more of an even spread of lights. Certainly can do that. It's a good look. Let me go back to daytime. Zoom out a little bit. Let you see the space. Let me go this angle. Let you see the space as well. All right, let me pause here. I will send you the video. Let me know what you think. Provide feedback, and we'll go from there. I hope you have an awesome day.